video is for if anybody is having issues with their fuel filter on a 98 Buick LeSabre. It's a V6. So basically, well, first I'll just point where it's at. And basically what happened was, well, here's where your fuel filter's at, in case you don't know. It's right here. Boom. Like this. And instead of using your normal pliers, or you know, the ones you have to buy, your special pliers that you gotta buy at O'Reilly's, instead of wasting the money, just get something like these. See? And all you gotta do is get these on this line. You see these tabs right here? You just gotta be easy with them so they don't break. Honestly, on this one, it doesn't really matter because you're gonna replace them. Even if you gotta dig them out, it's not that big of a deal because you're gonna have to replace it anyway. But what you do, they come on the new one. So you go like this. Alright, so these ones click down, so you don't even have to hold it. See how it does that? But anyway, that's how I did it. Or you can just grab some regular pliers, but what you gotta be careful is not to squeeze too tight. So, oh, I think one just broke that one. Oh no, I didn't. But I'm not trying to pull that one out. That's how easy it is. So rather than spending the money on, if you just got a Buick LeSabre, rather than going and waste $10, just push these things down. I mean, if you do it professionally, or if you have a different one that's a little more tricky, these ones are pretty easy. And the last time I had to do something like this, I think it was the same deal, and I actually broke one of these. That was the first time I ever did it. The rest of them I got out okay because I was gentle on them. Because you gotta think, these things have been sitting here for a while, so they get brittle. But I mean, you could do that even when you got the pliers, you know. So other ones, they go inside and they push out or something. I don't know. These other ones on the outside, they got these little tabs. So anyway, I had the fuel filter here, and this thing was rusted on here. And so what I did is I bent it back and forth and I snapped it off. But you got to be real careful to hold this line so you don't bend or kink this line. Make sure you wear safety glasses. Bleed your fuel if you got, you know, I would just press it anyway. But after you do that, I kind of had to bend it a little bit to get it on there. But once I got it on there, I used the impact. But that wouldn't even get it. So I ended up using a long torque wrench to get that sucker off, and then I had to hold these guys. I put two pliers together. I don't know if you've ever seen that. But you go like this. Basically, like, I forget how you do it. Like that. Yeah, you hold it like that. See, and that keeps this one from moving while you torque the other one. And it took a little while. Just make sure you even get a little tub so you can put your fuel in it. And then you got a brand new filter, and it comes with the tabs on it. So now all I gotta do is finish taking this guy off with the impact here. I can't do it right now holding the phone, but you get the point. This thing was so rusted, I had to use a little penetrating lube and spray it in there and let it wait for a while. I was actually afraid I wasn't gonna get it. So if you snap any of this stuff, you gotta replace this whole line right here. It might even go up into the front of the motor. I mean, it's possible, but if you need your car right away, you're gonna be without a car. So then also I put that new exhaust on I was talking about. I'd start it up, but I ain't got no fuel for you. You know, I just had that muffler laying around. It's like a $40 Raptor muffler, and then I had to move where the bolt holds the pipe on. I had to move that bracket back a little bit, and with a bunch of adapters and stuff. I used the rest of the other pipe that I cut off of it because the other muffler was way longer, so I had to go buy a piece that was at least 9 inches, and then I ended up using most of it for other stuff because I cut a piece off and I sliced it down the middle and I wrapped it around the pipe and then welded that on and then welded a little piece in between that on. Probably don't understand what I'm saying, but basically I cut it open so it had a gap. It was just like my fingers right now, how my fingers got a gap. I welded that over the pipe because it was a 2-inch pipe, and I needed to go around the other pipe. It's a 2-inch pipe, so I welded half of it on one side with a gap, and then I cut another little piece of metal to fill the gap, and I welded all that on there, and it made me able to just slide it over the next one instead of buttoning it up, and I was able to just put the bolt in and slide it over, and it held itself up there as I welded it. So it worked out pretty good. So the only extension I had to do was on the right before that round bend. I guess I could show you real quick. I wanted to show you something else anyway. But yeah. So that's what I did. And then I cut the end of it off flush instead of tapered back like it was. It had like a 45 underneath it. But yeah, it looks pretty good. And it's got a mild sound. It's not too loud, you know. And that way if I sell it, some old guy picks it up. See, this was all muffler right here. So this one's a lot shorter. So all I had to do is put this piece in. And it was way longer, that piece that I welded on there. So I cut a little bit of it off and I welded it around, half on this side, half on this side. I welded it to this side first. That way I could slip this up in there. And then I bolted that one and it held itself up. And then I cut that off. And then I think I just used a fitting over here on this side, and I was able to reuse the rest of this pipe and the bracket, but I had to move the bracket back. And then also the Ford, I got the head studs. I think I need some more bolts because I busted all the bolts off. Because I'm gonna have to put a new gasket on the oil pan. I gotta cut this guy off. I might, since I'm so deep, I might as well replace the rest of the gaskets, but I think I'm gonna start taking videos as I go through and just explaining. And I'll try to get videos of me working too. And I just need a quarter panel, some paint. I want to put a lift kit on it. If I get enough views, I'm lifting it up. And then, yeah, I'll do whatever you want to this truck. You know what I mean? Just click like and subscribe, and I'll do some badass shit that YouTube's never seen before. And then I'll take it out and I'll romp the motherfucker up the hills. Ain't nobody do that shit. They just go break it like some people I know. I mean, that's cool, but I want to use it. I got better locations than a field to use it. Anyway, so yeah, just like, subscribe. It's a Buick LeSabre. That's how you do the fuel filter. So far I've done the fuel filter, I rotated the tires, put a new crankshaft position sensor, and had to pull the puller off, the harmonic balancer off for no reason, because it ended up being a key fob, you'll see in my other videos, the crank no start video. It was pretty dumb. I glued with JB Weld the mirror back on. Somebody said it couldn't be done, but I did it. And it's not on the car neither. And then I still got a little bit more to go, but then I'll sand it, smooth it, and then I'll paint this black, the other thing black. And I might just buff the car out and sell it, or maybe I gotta do a little bit more to it. But then I don't know if I'll paint it or not. We'll see what happens. Probably not. I mean, I'll do a little bit more. And if I do anything, I'll take videos of it. But I also got a Dodge Cummins 12 valve, and it needs a new block. I've already done the head. I got a bunch of videos on an external hard drive, but until I get a computer, then I can't get to any of them videos. But that's alright, because I'll just keep content coming your way. Anyway, like, subscribe. I'll make another video later on, and I'll upload it.